Welcome back to the Healing Business Revolution podcast. My name is Frida Kabo, and in this episode, I want to talk about trusting your own way. This is such an important subject, and it has been such a big one for myself, and I see it popping up everywhere for my clients. Everyone is looking for the perfect strategy. Everyone is looking for that magic button to push and everything will work. And it's not how it works. Sorry to say. So what does trusting your own way mean? Well, for me, it means to really tuning into ourselves, tuning into our own trust, tuning into that there's really no right or wrong. There's just different ways of getting to where we want to go. And also trusting our vision and our intuition and all the glimmers and things that comes to us. So really tuning into what works for me. What lights my fire? What do I get excited about? And I see that also with healers, that sometimes we outsource not only to other people and looking for strategies and business advice, and sometimes we outsource it to tarot cards or the higher spirit or whatever we want to call it. And I want to take it back into our bodies. Yes, there are so many great tools that we can use. Absolutely, I use them too. But if we are not connected to our bodies, if we are not connected to our inner wisdom, our trust, I believe we're missing the biggest part. So how do we know if it's our intuition and trust that is speaking, and how do we know when it's fear-based? So that's something I've been having to learn for myself. So really tune into, if you are in a place where you can close your eyes if you want to, but really tune into trust. What is trust to you? How does it feel when you trust something? When was the last time you trusted something? And just tune into that feeling in your body. Where does it sit? How does it feel? For me, it's kind of in my heart space. Like I'm even touching my heart when I say trust. It's in my heart space. It feels warm. It's no rush. It's no stress. It just is. It is the way it is. And I trust that this is how it's supposed to be. And if we compare that to fear, when I feel fear, I feel kind of my shoulders coming up. I feel I want to protect. I want to hide away a bit maybe. And it's not at all that warm, expensive feeling that I get when I tune into trust. So just try that for yourself. Just tune into trust and how it feels in your body, and tune into fear and how that feels in your body. And remember to do that when there's something coming up for you. Because there's a difference between tuning into our own inner wisdom and outsourcing that guidance, outsourcing that to a business coach or a spirit guide. Those are amazing. But we also need to be grounded in this experience right here, right now. And you can choose how much you want to tune into them and how much you want to tune into yourself. I had a coach that said that you can't outsource your thinking work. And I think that's a really great key to this as well. We're talking about trust, so it's not so much your thinking work, but it still is. When we are trying to outsource our decisions, outsource which way to go, we give away our power. And now it's kind of ironic because you can outsource your thinking with AI. So just be mindful there. I think AI is a great tool, but we need to use it as a tool. And again, not giving our power away. So trusting your own way for me is also staying in our power, staying in our alignment, and trusting that it will work out. A great advice I got when I started my business is that there's no point in figuring things out because they're not going to go as you thought anyway. That's so true. There's no point in trying to figure everything out before we start. We need to start. We need to start and see what comes up, see how it feels, see what we learn, see what happens in the connection with others and what happens within us. So it's okay not to know. It's definitely okay not to know. When if you're feeling like that fear and overwhelm about, oh, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, this is never going to work. And all of those feelings, just know that that's totally normal. That will come up. It's okay. And just put your hand on your heart and tune into your trust. It's okay not to know. If you feel confused, It's a good sign because it means that you are thinking new thoughts. And just remember, your path will not look like everyone else's. Yes, we can look at people and be coached and have a business mentor. It's awesome things. That's why I do what I do. But also really tune into, okay, is this really for me? I've had quite a lot of business coaches, and some of them were great and some of them were not so great. And I really love those that help me tune into myself. Yes, we need to challenge ourselves. We need to expand. But when I followed what I trusted and what I had on my heart, and when I got some help to tune into that, that's when I felt like I really got the help that I needed. So really tune into that it is okay that your path is different. No matter how it looks, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, just know that you're different from everyone else. That's kind of one of life's paradoxes. Like, we're all alone in our experience. No one experienced what we experience. And at the same time, everyone is in this weird human experience together. So we're never alone. It's both. So the question I want to give you today is, where am I not trusting myself? Where can you tune into that trust a bit more? Just notice one area where you have been overriding your knowledge, overriding your knowing. And the smallest step that I would like you to do today, if you haven't already during this episode, is put your hand on your heart and just tune into trust. Take a deep breath, lower your shoulders, and just tune into trust. How does trust feel in my body? And know that it is always there. You can always tune into this. And the more you tune into it, the more you strengthen it, just like a muscle. It's just an exercise that you can do whenever you feel like it. Tune into your heart. Beautiful. I hope that was helpful to you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. And remember, you are allowed to build differently. See you next time. Thank you for being here. If this conversation resonated with you, you're welcome to join the Healing Business Revolution letters for weekly reflections, conversations, and updates. You'll find everything at fridakabo.com. Until next time.